dust in the air. Still I could find us a clear way home. There's luck for the damned. That's what we think if we can't stay strong. Sun never fair. How she gon' be down all day long? Run our demand. We'll bring as much as we can take on. I know where I come from. We take things in stride. And if I wanna be someone, I should keep on the ride.
I'm not who I was, I'm not who I am. Pick up the pieces and build you a man. I can't be who I want. The God in my hand, unhook the leashes and run through the land. I can't be me. And all I can see is that what it once was. There's blood on the leaves. If you let me free, it just won't be me. I just cannot keep on going, or I will lose my mind. I looked forward into the open and I can't find my line. Oh, save me. I just can't get out of this daydream. I can't feel a thing, but I'm aching. I don't have a heart, but it's breaking. Oh no.
I thought where I came from, we take things in stride. But now that I can't be someone, I might hop off the ride. I'm not who I was, I'm not who I am. Pick up the pieces and build you a man. I can't be who I want. The God in my hand, unhook the leashes and run through the land. I can't be me. All I can see is that what it once was. Blood on the leaves. If you let me free, it just won't be me. I hope that you're okay. I saw your fall from grace. I've been doing fine. I am just okay. I'm holding my breath that I'll be remembered after my death. Can't keep a finger on it. I'm just a wide-eyed boy, never linger on it. I'm stuck behind that noise and I sit and watch my dreams get destroyed. So I got my head in the clouds. Feet don't fail me now. I don't resent you, 'cause I don't think that I've met you.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead and get that in chat for you. That is I'm Not Who I Am by Maguire, based on the Amazing Digital Circus Episode 2. And specifically the character, I think, Gummy Goo. I'll be honest, I have not actually watched the Amazing Digital Circus myself. I'm not super interested in it. But I think that it is genuinely pretty good from the very limited amounts that I've seen and the hype I've seen around it. Anyway, give me just like I don't know, 30 seconds here, thereabouts, and I will bring you in. And boop, and boop. And let the game load up. Okay. Boop. Welcome, welcome, everyone. There we go. Desktop is now muted, so you should be getting the audio capture, not the doubled sound. I should probably figure out a better way to do that, but meh. It works at the moment. Let's see. My mic has audio. The game has audio. I think we're good. Oh, damn it, I thought that I wasn't quite at full. And none of you take any AP. Cool, great. You know what, in that case, let's just do this really quickly to get a couple of resources. Get a ruler Scotty. Somewhere. Ruler Scotty with a fucking event filter. Not that. And update because clearly it's taken a while. Good. And still on that. Cool. Do I have anything to add? No. Go. And this is pretty much just to drain some AP.
輝かんばかりに勇ましく、私は戦います。なので応援よろしくお願いします。我が
You're a 3-turn, right?
のために
Yeah.
もっと褒めて行くぞ。適切打ち戦場にかけるは鋼の
The horse is so loud. Give me one moment here. I'm upping the ratio on that compressor. 99 stars? Yeah, so we maxed out stars. Not a surprise.
行くぞ。適切打ち戦場にかけるは鋼の廉価が原風化チェインプレゼント。
And once more. And once more, even though there is literally no use to it.
活力充填。この連環部こそ無類無敵の大乱戦。エンフーザーチェインプレゼント。当然のことです。百戦して百勝するがコエン爵。勝った。
Okay. Now I don't have to worry about being at 144. Welcome back to Fake Run Order, everyone. Okay, so since I last streamed this 2-3 days ago, I think 3 days ago, I have done basically nothing. Like, even this being at level 1 is weird to me. Because I guess they have little introduction ones, and that's not actually a level, that's just telling you who's who. But yeah, I had stuff going on over the weekend, combined with I kind of didn't want to continue the main story until I could put it on stream again. So, you know what? Maybe this is going to be another 5-hour stream. I have no idea. Let's see how much of this stuff we can get through now. So, by the way, I did go ahead and go through the first level for Happy Infirmary here. That is Asclepius, Nightingale, and was it Paracelsus? I know there's a third one in there. Whatever. Basically, they want to make a health book. All these are pretty obvious what they want to make. It's just like, here's your introduction to them. So Bakin here is Bakin, Hokusai, Abby. After our arrival, following Yarandu's shocking revelation. Number of resets Bakin's club has experienced. 2. Ekomo mai, whatever the hell that is. I'd like some nice cold ice cream. Oh, yes, please. Gosh, there's so many to choose from, I don't know what to go with. Which one looks good to you, Bunyan? Oh yeah, Bunyan's here. Me? That's okay, I really don't need any ice cream. Oh, okay, you can go with the ripe durian then. Me, I think I'll have strawberry. Durian? No way, I want strawberry too. Okay, 2 strawberries, please. Mahalo, coming right up. Well, this singularity is no longer Luluhawa, but Hawaltria. What's more, any book sold at ServFes has to be part of the Altoria genre. On top of that, we've already been through 2 of these resets since Lady Yarandu told us about all this. Is it any wonder at all is it any wonder all I want to do at this point is stare at the sea? One can only take everyone's hopes dashed so many times. I know what you mean. By the way, Bakin and Omichi here, the daughter and the father, are 2 separate beings this time. Somehow, I kind of clicked through the dialogue too quickly to catch how. Here has been one surprise after another. This is nothing like the ServFes of the past we've heard stories about. And if that weren't enough, not even the normalization committees turned their backs on us because they consider us part of the anti-ServFes alliance. That's the worst part about all this. If I'm being real generous, there ain't anything anyone can do about this whole reset nonsense. Why the hell did they lump our club in with this anti-ServFes alliance crowd? I have no idea either. Those normalization committee bastards are flouting their authority. That's what it all comes down to. I think it has more to do with neglecting to make an Altoria book and getting caught up in other things. Speaking of which, what am I still doing here anyway? Oh, there they are! Hey, Club Bishonen! Bishonen genre! Cut that out! You're gonna give people the wrong impression! Oh, I'm sorry, I was just so excited. Never mind that, we have no time to spare. I have some news for you. I'm going to deliver it without worrying about giving the wrong impression. You know how the Anti-ServFes Alliance has been on strike to protest the Altoria-only genre restriction? Well, we just had a talk with the representative from the Normalization Committee, and she agreed to your conditions. I expect you might already know this, Hokusai, but to go into more detail... The previous stream! And there you have it. Alright, I better get going. I still have to tell the other clubs this news. What do we do now, Bakin? Surely I ain't gonna give up after we've practically been given this chance on a silver platter, are ya? Of course not. Oh yeah, that was Hokusai. Yeah! This is the old dudes talking, because it's not Oe. But how do we go about doing that? Just how am I supposed to just throw Artoria into a modern-day record of Bishonen, which is the book they want to make? I can't do that! It'd be utterly absurd! I don't know. That sounds like enough worth exploring. Yes, completely absurd. Still, be that as it may, it sounds like we're going to need to include Lady Artoria somehow if we're going to make a book at all. Hey, Baki, remember what Mash told us? She didn't say we had to make the book that's all about Artoria. We just gotta make one that incorporates her into the theme. I know this ain't how we've done things, how things have been traditionally done, but that's what makes it interesting. As long as we capture the essence of who Altria is, it won't matter what the rest of the book's like. And don't you think coming up with a book like that is something only we could do? What a pragmatic idea, Oe. Oh, that is Oe. They are so inconsistent with that. Whatever. Just like you to look on the bright side. Even so, no, it's all the more reason why we can't turn in subpar work. Now while we're still trying to build recognition for the name Kyokutai, or rather our club's Bishonen. This all sounds complicated. Yeah, it's a big adjustment, and it came basically out of nowhere. You have to work at breakneck speed, which obviously doesn't lend itself to quality work. Damn it, why'd I open my big mouth? I didn't mean to say anything. Onion, I'm sorry, Super Bunyan. You've been with us even through the resets. We've broken spiced ham mushibi together over the same rice cooker. Those spiced ham mushibi were really good, weren't they? Wait, has it been that long already? Yikes, these reset singularities are scary. Perhaps it was fate that brought us together. Would you be so kind as to offer us your counsel? Oh man, I don't know. Hey, Bunyan, it's okay if you don't want to. I know you wouldn't even be here in the first place if I hadn't dragged you along. I think the thing that surprised me the most is how quick you all were to just go along with this. The committee basically imposed that Artoria-only rule on you out of nowhere, right? I wouldn't have expected a group of artists that were famous for breaking the mold and not playing by the rules to just swallow them like that. Looks like really got you good, Vakeen. Stop laughing, Wei. It does make a good point, though. Why did you just go along with this? I suppose I can understand why it might have seemed unexpected. In the Edo period, there were numerous strict rules regarding entertainment and artistic expression. Maybe that's why we didn't think of anything maybe that's why we didn't think anything of this one. Perhaps we're simply used to accepting rules handed down to us from on high, no matter how unreasonable they are. Back then, luxuries and morals were strictly controlled, and all publications were subject to shogunate censorship. They weren't just empty threats, there were a number of people who were fined and imprisoned for violating those rules. Lord Kitagawa Otomaru, who dominated the art world for a time with his gorgeous Nishiki woodblock prints, with Santo Kyodan, author who mentored Father, Lord Ryotai Tanahiko, a fellow author we were close with, and Anna Haramoto, a samurai retainer in direct service to the shogunate. Lord, stop! Please stop! Lord Tsutaya Juzuburo, Pops and Lord Hokusai's friend and publisher, not one got off from their supposed infractions lightly. They knew what we were in for. But they stayed true to themselves and their art, even if they had to risk their lives. They'll never be able to properly thank him. We'll never be able to properly thank him for the rest of our lives, even after becoming servants. Then, what do you think about ServFes? How do you feel about a place where anyone can make, sell, and buy whatever kind of book they want? How do we feel about it? The kind of place we've always dreamed of. It's the kind of place our predecessors fought long and hard to achieve. And that could be lost again all too easily. Oh, I had no idea. I thought it was just another festival. Now I understand why you were all so excited about it. In that case, we have to do whatever we can to make it succeed. Yeah, maybe you're right. There's no need to get desperate. Getting excited about a festival is fine, but there's no point in pitching in if it makes you want to give up. Like when you try to carry out a portable Mikoshi shrine that's too heavy. Still, I don't like the idea of just meekly going along with whatever the committee says either. So I'm gonna find some way to fight back. Let's show him you can take an Edoite out of Edo, but you can't take the Edo out of Edodite. The Edo out of an Edoite. Hell yeah! Edo. About that. I read some ebook versions of your work, Monsieur Bakin, and I can't quite believe you're really planning on bringing that to the con. Is that really what people are looking for these days? What was that? What was that? I'm sure you'd get some sales from name recognition alone, but that would be the same people getting souvenirs. That would be the same as people getting souvenirs as a free add-on to their purchase. I mean, you don't want your new book to end up buried in a bookshelf growing dusty and moldy without ever having been properly read, right? Dusty and moldy. Oops, I think I might have run my mouth again. Maybe now isn't a good time to tell Father I published an abridged version of Ino no Shoshi. And an updated version of 8 Dog Chronicles designed to be more palatable to the modern-day readers. Same kinds of reasons Bunyan just expressed. It would certainly be interesting to try some new tricks to get people interested. But don't we still need to discuss what to do about the Auditoria book at the center of all this? Oh, yeah, good point. We better get back to the hotel and start figuring out our next moves. These are so damn long. Yay! Okay, and these two are both double. That's a single at least. And then those two. I want to get all 5 of them unlocked so that I can just power through a little bit. You. Right. This is the room listed as the Clothia headquarters, whatever, Primus Crane. I believe it just used to be Mordred's room, but... Please come in. That sounded like... Hi, Master. It's about time you got here. What took you so long? Moriarty? Ah, shit. She's actually here. Can't believe it. See, I told you she would come. Oh, what are you doing here, Moriarty? Me? I'm a member of Mordred's club, Clothier, and this room is the base of operations we told the Alliance about. Why wouldn't I be here? Okay, next question. How'd you know I'd be coming? It's Moriarty, how do you think? Truth is, I made a prophecy to Mordred that you would be paying us a visit. I mean, that's a pretty safe bet. It's a singularity, your servant. And lo and behold, here you are. Now, do you believe me, Mordred? Fine, fine. What can I say now that your prediction hit the nail on the head? Why are you changed? Why are you not in your, like, butler outfit? I'm still not entirely sure what it is you're all talking about here, but never mind that for now. Also, she's here, apparently! What I want to know is, what kind of book are you guys trying to make anyway? A cosplay photo collection with Mordred as the model. Unexpected. Go on. Huh? I want to give the supportive answer, I mean, she's gonna respond, what, do you have a problem with it or something, but Mordred cosplaying? Come on, what other choice do I got? I already promised I would. Ah, this freaking sucks! So you're using Mordred as an Artoria lookalike to make a photo collection. That's actually a solid idea. Wait, what kind of photos are we talking about? They don't mean racy ones, do they? Anyway, this kind of project is the last thing I would have expected from you guys. How'd you decide on it? Oh. Alright, you pass. Every nook and cranny has been cleaned meticulously. On behalf of the Normalization Committee, I commend your skills as the manager of the Shelton Hotel, Jackal. Thank you for the kind words. ServFes must go off without a hitch, so we're counting on hotel staff like you to do your part. We must all ensure the safety and security of the attendees, uphold the rules, and stay true to our ideals. I'm asking you to continue to work hard in order to make the Normalization Committee's desired finale a reality. Will you? Yeah, sure thing. Saber. No, okay, I'll do my job well, I always do. I'm glad to hear that. Take care. Shit! I swear there's someone with that bitch I just can't stand. I know, but she's not wrong. Besides, you and I aren't a part of a club. As she said, our job as hotel staff is to help support everyone else who's here for ServFes. So let's just buckle down and focus on doing our jobs. Always so damn serious. I guess it suits ya. Alright, Beansprout. I know you're the manager, so here, that makes you my boss. Yep, and I'm counting on you to do your part, Mordred. Anyway, I'm going to head back to my office now. Yeah, Tommy, huh? Ain't bad. Ain't bad, but something about the committee just doesn't sit right with me. Oh man, I really want to rebel. Good, good. You're just the kind of person I thought you were. Ah! Hi there, Mordred, Knight of Treachery. That's you. What are you up to, Moriarty? Scheming? Plotting? Skullduggery? Aren't those all essentially the same thing? How do you even know that last one? At any rate, I'm not my decrepit elderly self. I'm merely here to recruit you. Let me get right to the point. You should join Clothier. You nuts? My job's here at this hotel. I don't got any interest in running the race out west or drawing a Dogen. Is that a reference to Summer 2? That's fine, you don't need to draw a single line. All you have to do is get dressed up. Clothier is making a cosplay photo collection, and I want you to be the model for it. So, you want me to put on a cute little dress and be like, ooh, look at me, I'm so pretty. Fan artists, go wild. Well, tough shit, I ain't no one's dress-up doll. I'll scam before I exercise your ass for good. Oh my, what a waste. I didn't think you would be the one to pass up a precious opportunity to rebel. Quite frankly, I'm surprised to find out you were actually a peace-loving knight who would never even dream of rebelling. What was that? The Anti-ServFes Alliance. You do know about them, yes? That's what you're talking about? Ha! What a joke. They're just a bunch of drunkards running their mouths about the good old days. How about those losers made you think now those are some rebels we're throwing your lot in with? Especially Jean Alter and all of our piss-poor former sainthood. Indeed, and the situation is not much different for Clothier either. We were originally going to put out a cosplay photo collection featuring Vlad III, but we were banned from publishing it due to falling outside of accepted genres. Is there some dialogue in Fate Extra or something where Vlad III is into cosplay? I do not know of any connection there. Also, there's part of me that wonders, could you have someone cosplay Artoria, cosplaying another character? Like just Vlad the Third with a short-haired blonde wig with an algae, and then have that cosplaying whatever you wanted for the collection. Thanks to that, the other members all lost their will to create, and the club is now all but disbanded. Ha! Old man Vlad doing cosplay? I'd pay good money to see that! Oh wait, second thought, I can totally see him being way into it. It would have been an exceptionally high-quality book, but I digress. What matters now is we know for sure is going to happen in the future. The future? In the near future, after two more cycles, things are going to change around here. Oh, bullshit you would call it that exactly! In 2 more cycles, Master will arrive from Chaldea and shake things up on Huatria in a major fashion. The only way you could in any way predict that is if you knew about the time dilation going on, and I have no idea how you would have that information. All manner of abnormalities will break out, and discontent with the Normalization Committee will reach a fever pitch. When it does, that will be the time for rebellion. A time when a great battle between normals and rebels will begin in earnest. Whoa, how can you be so sure about that? You're talking like you've already seen it happen. That's it. You're definitely up to something, aren't you? Alright, clearing time. Wait, I'm not going to cause any trouble myself. Yourself, what? This is just a prediction for the future derived from highly advanced calculations. I could explain how I arrived at it, including the formulae that I used, but doing so would take about 10 hours. Yeah, don't bother. Long story short, he's making a prophecy, yeah. So if there's one thing history shows, that nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with prophecies. You still don't believe me? Fine then, how about just a provisional contract for now? Join Clothier, and you won't have to do a thing to help. If you ever feel like it won't benefit you, you can leave at any time for any reason. Yeah, alright. Guess I can go along with that. However, no harm shall come to this hotel, understood? Of course. Believe me, I've no desire to spend this vacation without a roof over my head either. Oh, one last thing. As the leader of the future rebel army, would you mind if we used your name to represent our club? Leader of the future rebel army. Okay, that's gonna be a thing later. Our original representative is all but useless right now, you see. Sure, whatever. But don't tell Beansprout about this, yeah? I don't need him knowing I'm working a side job. Understood. Then we have a deal. I hope you'll look forward to the time when my predictions are proven right. Please tell me that's effectively the end of this. You don't have an entire other scene. And now that time has come. Wouldn't you agree, Mordred? It's friends, scary how far ahead you foresee things. Fine, I'll believe you from now on. Wonderful! Now Clothier can officially begin working on our Mordred cosplay photo collection. Moriarty, can I ask you something? By all means. Are you sure Mordred will qualify for the committee's specified Artoria genre? Of course. Remember what Yorando said about qualifying for Artoria? Artoria is just so great, especially her face. She's pure, upright, bold, and daring all at once. She may seem timid and demure, but she has the heart of a lion. She has all the cherubic innocence of a young woman and the beauty of a young man. She has slender, hard-working shoulders and competitive, unyielding eyes. Now, let's see if we can't get at the essence of what it means to be an Artoria from those words, shall we? First, there's bold and daring. The heart of a lion. Competitive. Oh yeah, I hate losing so much I don't even admit it when I have. You see, if Mordred doesn't qualify for the Artoria genre, then no one does. I ain't actually Artoria though, but as her heir, I guess I am kind of the same thing. I think think I'm starting to see what all those stories that I heard about Mordred were talking about. Okay, but are you really sure about all this? I think the Knight of Rebellion would be disqualified automatically no matter how much they might look like. I'm sure. I was concerned about that as well, but to my surprise, my proposal was accepted without any pushback. Well, I suppose the committee head looked less than pleased, but the chairperson agreed right away. At any rate, now that that's settled, I'm going to take Mordred to Clothier's workspace. You and your compatriots should come too, Master. I'd like to introduce you to the rest of our crazy cool members. Okay, definitely Crane. Who else? We don't know where Chloe's been this entire time either. I'm gonna assume those aren't liquor bottles, because they really look like they are. This is Miss Crane's atelier. She made this workspace for us with her magecraft. She said it's best to have it look familiar. Everyone, stop what you're doing for a moment. Master and her friends are paying us a visit. Oh, hello there. Thank you very much for coming. Ah, Habtrata. Hey, come on in! We got not just Mesh, but Master and Artoria Caster too, huh? That's great! The more the merrier! I had a feeling I might see you two here, given what your club is called. Was it that obvious? Yes, I used to be this club's representative. Oh, and this is our other member. Master, what a welcome surprise. Hello, lad. I didn't know you were interested in things like ServFes. Indeed. It just goes to show one should never know what fate has in store. Our original plan was to make a cosplay photo collection featuring Count Vlad. We were going to make all kinds of dashing contemporary suits and have him model them for us in his own inimitable style. Would have made it for an amazing book. But then we were told anything that wasn't Artoria related was off limits, so that was that. I don't know who this AAA person leading the normalization committee is, but they're way overstepping if you ask me. I see, so that's why a club made up of so many goody two-shoes like yourselves decided to join the Anti-ServFes Alliance, despite their lack of motivation. Anti-ServFes Alliance? What's that? Huh? I mean, you are boycotting ServFes along with Blackbeard and Sean Alter's groups, right? We are? That does sound like fun, but I had no idea about it. Did you, Crane? No, this is the first I'm hearing of this as well. Okay, so it's not just me then. I mean, we have just been working in here all this time, but still. Anyway, we've been making a whole bunch of cosplay outfits here for all the regular attendees. Or the attendees? It was my idea. I simply could not let those two spend the summer squandering their talent and passion. So I talked to some people I believed would be interested, and asked them if they would enjoy ServFes wearing some of the finest outfits ever created. You're far too kind, Count Vlad. I can't even begin to tell you how deeply moved I am. Crane's always coming up with outfit ideas whenever she sees people around Chaldea. And now, we're gonna make those outfits into cosplay and give them away as presents. Sure, I guess that still qualifies as cosplay enough, like, whatever. If you're making, like, a fully original outfit, instinctively I don't consider that cosplay, but, like, just kind of a unique outfit. But hey, you want to consider it cosplay because it's not something that you would really consider wearing on an average basis, it's, like, for the sake of a convention or something. I get that reasoning. By all means, go ahead. Thanks to Count Vlad, we are all set to make outfits for many different servants like Charlemagne. So we've been holed up in here ever since, making clothes and having the time of our lives. And I'm afraid I really don't know anything about this Anti-ServFes Alliance. See, it looks like they've been completely cleared of suspicion then. Must be nice to be a proper human history fairy with such a pure heart. How about you, Moriarty? I trust you haven't been sitting around twiddling your thumbs. Of course. I've returned with good news. Everyone, Clothier is now ready to resume operations. Our goal is to achieve victory in a Dojin battle with the ServFes Normalization Committee. And we're going to do that by making an Artoria cosplay photo collection with our new model. Moriarty, that's very kind of you, and I truly appreciate it. But we're perfectly satisfied. Making outfits alongside my closest friends is already more than I could ask for. So, I'm already greatly enjoying ServFes, even without creating the kind of Dojin I dreamed of. That's very modest of you, Miss Crane. I would expect nothing less. But while you may be okay with that, I am not. So, I'm going to go ahead with this project no matter what. I want to prove that my organizational theories are correct, and I'm going to do so by leading all of you toward completing a Dojin. Besides, I have a feeling seeing our new model will change your mind. Come on in, Mordred! You got it! Whoa. Hey, Crane. Your face. So close. Mordred just pinned Miss Crane against the wall. I've seen this screenshot. Gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, 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 gosh. Make me some clothes. Oh, you're whispering in my ear. Am I dreaming? Non seriate. Okay. Gladly. Oh, Crane's dead. Is that what you want, Moriarty? You said to pin her against the wall. You didn't want me to knock her throat or anything, right? Not at all. Well done, Mordred. Everything from your speed, your angle, to your choice of target was absolutely perfect. Gotcha. Alright, no more thinking for me. That should have convinced Miss Crane. What do you, Habitrot? Ah! Your hair, your eyes, your skin. Ah, it's all beautiful. What a find! This is love at first sight. I definitely want to make clothes for you. Hey, okay, I got it. I got off my head already. Our tailors had their morale buoyed. How wonderful. What about you, Count Vlad? Will you continue to lend your support as well? Of course. If anything, I've been waiting for a time such as this. I knew you to be a devious, cunning man, so I was also certain you would come up with an idea. I suppose I'll take that as a sign of trust in my capabilities. As for me, I too had every faith that you would keep Miss Crane and Habitrot motivated in my absence. It would seem that inadvertently, we have been acting in concert. Alright, now that all of our members are on board, it's time to finally get to work. Well, Master, as you can see, this is where Clothier currently stands. We've refined techniques, endless passion, and me overseeing every phase of the project. Everyone, rest assured that our success is all but guaranteed. I swear my perfect calculations never fail to amaze even me. And so, Bad Moriarty, extremely confident in his club's chances, declared a preemptive victory. But no one foresaw the predicament they would find themselves in several days later. Thanks, MASH! Oh, YouTube's gonna yell at me, isn't it? Oh, good so far. And it looks like we're good overall. Okay, 2 more to go. 3 arrows. Got about 22, 23 AP before we max out, so we should be good on that front. A Dojin battle between the Normalization Committee and the Anti-ServFes Alliance. Very well then. As one of the pillars holding up this alliance, I would like to make a worthy Dojin for this battle. In fact, I'm very excited to do so. Very! However, that being said, the Chaldea Gaming Division is no more than a ragtag group of heroic spirits, not a proper organization. You said it! That is true. I am just here because games are fun, so... Indeed! In this group I can play all the modern consoles I want! I especially like the one where you go around mowing down armies from foot soldiers single-handedly. I consider practice for my next great Oni rampage. I'm pretty sure that's a Musou game. Musou, my apologies. Action games are pretty great, aren't they? Yep. Gee. Ah! Why are you staring at me? Back on the beach, didn't you say you didn't know much about the Alliance? You sure did. And now we find out you're a full-fledged member of the Chaldea Gaming Division. We could have made our way to the Chuchutai ages ago if you just told us then. What are you talking about? Yeah, I hang out with these guys, but I'm not a part of their alliance. I just play their games because they're fun. Yeah, besides, I'm not even human, I'm an Oni. What does that have to do with anything? And obviously no Oni would have anything to do with the human world, let alone join a human group. Copying Edmond Dantes. Good, good. Is there still some Kuhaha power left? Yeah, I sense the same iron will from her as that rebellious teens who like reading but absolutely refuse to make their own library card have. Not at all. We're just happy to welcome Oni as we are anyone else. Besides, the Gaming Division Club was my idea. If you like Ibaraki, I'd be happy to make you your own members card. Forget, I don't want one. You sure? I know I wouldn't turn down a free gift no matter what it was. Exactly. You always get every collectible you can when you play a game, right, Ibaraki? Well, everything in this world is mine for the taking anyway, so fine. I guess I can take one of those member card things if you want. Go on, then make one for me. Coming right up. So, you're the Gaming Division's head? Yes, Master. It is my humble honor to serve as the leader of this group of gamers. Our club roster consists of... Ibaraki Doji. She's especially fond of action games. Hell yeah! Lady Hilda and Lady Rune. I believe action games are their favorite genre as well. I just saw Thrude playing... Is that going to be Thrude or Thrude? Not sure. Playing them one day and got the urge to try them myself. You like fighting games? You like fighting games too, Rune? Right, Rune? I thought they might be useful as a kind of live combat simulation. Oh, really? Lady Thrude and Lady Rinder, they are fond of dating sims. Lady Ortland used to be as well, but she has begun to favor different genres, different games as of late. You think I'd like dating sims? Well, you're wrong, it's not like that at all. I only engage them as a means to gather information and further my understanding of human emotions. It's all so I can help Sister Brynhild as best I can. There's no other motive at work whatsoever. Every other Valkyrie I sync up with can vouch for that. Right, Rinder? Yeah, that's true. That all lines up with the data I've received from you in our regular sync-ups. I do wonder, Thrude, those sync-ups include all of your data? They include all the important primary data, yes. Anything that isn't included can be chalked up to insignificant individual differences. That's so. Lady Ortland and Lady Irrs. Lady Ortland has been fond of somewhat scary games as of late. The kind with dark screens, monsters, ghosts, and so on. Must be hell to be playing this all in a well-lit room with like 10 other people, then. And I believe Lady Iris frequently watches Lady Ortland play the games next to her. Me? I'm not observing the games, I'm observing Orland. Incidentally, in addition to horror games, Orland also likes to play games of tag, with herself as it. Why is that, Orland? Is there someone you want to catch? Games are just games. It's not like they're reflections of reality. I mean, that would just be ridiculous. Oh, looking at the bed. Hey, Nasser, isn't that girl looking at you just like just now? Was she? Not that I was aware of. No? Kinda hard to make out the Valkyrie's emotions. I wonder why that is. That makes things easier for me, though. And we have the Ushis in here, okay. And last but not least, we also have Lady Ushiwakimaru and Lady Taira no Kagakyo. They've only come to frequent the rec room as of late, and they both enjoy games that involve lopping off enemies' heads. Hi, Master! I'm joining the game division this summer! I have to say, though, I thought that it would involve lots more head chopping in video games. I'm surprised to hear we'd be making a book. What is there to be surprised about? My role remains the same. To slaughter every last Genji. Ah, she means it! Wait! Is that gonna cause problems? Should something like that even be out in regular society? Yeah, it's okay. That's just what those who are always like, right? Yes, that's true. This is very much how they always are. Yeah, Tomoe, part of the Genji clan, by the way. I think. You okay? Me? I am fine, although I suppose I do have one problem on my hands. You know, I want to look that up, actually. Give me a moment. FGO, Wiki, Tomoe, Gozen. Technically, this is going to be her archer form, but the trait should carry across. Yeah, she's Genji as an archer. Let me look on Genji as well. Does she show up here? Yep, shows up as a saber as well, so yes. Lord Blackbeard said that a club is made up of like-minded individuals coming together to form a group. So I resolved to create my own club and applied to join ServFes this year. All that remains now is to make a book. But as I said earlier... I get it. Your club is kinda ragtag, right? Yeah, but you got a good amount of manpower going on here. 6 Valkyries, Ibaraki, the 2 Ushis, you... Chloe is here, but I can't quite tell if she's part of the club or not. Like, you got around 10 people manpower, whereas a lot of clubs have like 3 or 4. And the Valkyries are going to be good at working in sync. Ibaraki is going to be a chaotic force, but put her on snack duty or something. Indeed, there are so many things to do that none of us have ever done before. We have been discussing various possibilities with much excitement, but we have not been able to decide on any one of them. Just to make sure, you do know that the doujin genres are restricted this year, right? Oh, yes, a member of the committee informed us of that earlier. Artoria only. Yep, the rule that this year every book is by Artorias, about Artorias, and for Artorias. No, that's not the rule as far as I can tell. Like, it needs to be about Artoria in some way, and that's the entirety of the rule. It doesn't need to be for Artorias, it doesn't need to be by Artorias. Yeah, I'm so sorry, I still have no idea how this even happened. Not at all, you have nothing to apologize for. The word restriction may sound limiting, but in practice I think it will be a great boon. Especially in our case, as we have been so excited we have not been able to decide on anything. I see. So, having a set theme can actually help make it easier for you to begin creating. Is that what you mean, Tomoe Gozen? Yes, Lord Lancelot, that's exactly right. When did you get here? That is very astute of you. A true knight always takes a lady's feelings into consideration. All the more so for especially All the more so for especially fair ladies like yourself. Oh my, that is very flattering. By the way, Sir Lancelot, you do remember you're currently on probation, right? Of course I do. Forgive me, I'm afraid my honest thoughts slipped out there. I assure you, I was acting strictly in a chivalrous fashion, just like any other knight would. So please stop taking up that stance that reminds me of Galahad's Britain impalement, okay? Britain impalement? The only reason I pause here is because we're coming up on the 10th anniversary in JP, and, it's increasingly looking like Galahad might be the 10th Annie servant, in which case this could actually be a skill or even phantasm. Okay, let's get back on track. The point is, as a newly formed club, you're glad to have the theme chosen for you, right? Indeed. Well, as long as you stick to the Artoria theme, you can make a book in any genre you like. So, as the gaming division, I think you probably want to make one in... I get the feeling MASH will enjoy fighting games too. The gaming genre, that makes sense. Good point. It'd be weird if we came this far and you suddenly decided a travel guide or something. Very well. For our book we are going to make an Artoria-themed video game anthology. Now, who here can draw? And, oh hey, there's an actual quest here. Part 2 for 5 AP. Support only on it. Blech. I see. An Artoria-themed video game anthology. Indeed! In other words, an anthology for a video game that's all about Artoria. Okay, yes, you can stop doing that. Exactly! Alright, in that case, what game will you be referencing? Good question. Okay, so by the way, just completely out of nowhere here, as of, like, yesterday or the day before, I think, something like that, Super Eye Patch Wolf actually has pre-orders for a book out. And that book is fake video games. Like, the topic of one of his previous video essays is now becoming an actual hardcover book with, like, legit entries. And it's currently on pre-order. No idea when the book is actually supposed to be shipping or anything, but damn if I'm not at least interested a little bit. And that is exactly the kind of thing that would actually be a perfect way to get around this. Just do an anthology gaming book, but the anthology is fake Artoria video games. You get to flex your creativity, you get to stick to the gaming genre, all that kind of stuff. A Lady Artoria themed video game. Let's see, maybe there's an existing game that focuses on King Arthur? Have you heard of this thing called Elden Ring? It's not everything is King Arthur, but there is a very obvious saber reference in there. Would that really qualify as Artoria, though? Yes. Okay, not based on the criteria we've been given, actually, but it should. I mean, they said something about it all being Artoria-based, didn't they? The King Arthur of Legends is thought to be a man, right? So I don't see how that would count as being about Artoria. Welcome to the insanity of trying to describe fate to someone in the modern day. That's a good point. I see. That does make sense. Indeed, I think you're correct. Oh gosh, what are we gonna do? Games about King Arthur are rare enough as is, but a game about Lady Artoria is even more so. About Lady Artoria should then be goddamn impossible. like, servants would have had to make it, and how many servant-made video games can you think of? There's definitely nothing like that in Chaldea's library. Of course not. People know who King Arthur is, but nobody knows about Artoria. Maybe an Artoria game just doesn't exist at all. Then make a book about fake games! It seems really fun, actually. I'm afraid Ayers may be right. A game about Artoria just seems like... Hold up! Yes? Talk to someone who knows everything about her Bedivere? Someone who knows everything about me? And you came to me because... why? I'm sorry, I couldn't find Merlin anywhere. Well, okay, I know I'm basically Merlin's little sister. And that basically is because you are goddamn Merlin. I mean, I'm basically everyone's little sister. So that, of course, goes for Artoria too, but still. At any rate, I don't believe we've had the pleasure go from Fairy Britain. I believe you go by Zerctoria? Yeah, that's right. That's the lady who always runs away in a flash when she sees the male Arthur. So she's Merlin from Proper Human History? That mean... does that mean? That's also complicated! I can see that. It's also complicated look on your face, you know. If you happen to overhear anything, would you mind keeping it to yourself? Otherwise, I'll turn into sea foam and disappear. Hey, that's a thing, isn't it? Whatever. Thanks! So I was right! So, how about it, Lady Avalon? Do you have any ideas? Good question. There are plenty of games out there about King Arthur. But it would just be boring to use one of those. Plus, they wouldn't have any connection to your adorable Zerctoria there. I mean, what if it's, here's a book about all these King Arthur games, but we subbed in Artoria to see how it would be different? The Normalization Committee is the one who decided on the Artoria theme, right? So I think you just need to find a depiction of you... a depiction you like that fits that particular theme. We did make it that far. It's what's to do next we're having trouble with. Even if we just do a strategy guide or playthrough journal, there doesn't seem to be any Artoria game to make a book about. Oh, alright. It's still just a prototype, but I do have something that might do the trick. Look! A TV and console just appeared out of one of the lobby tables. Is this one of your spells, Lady Avalon? They're both Mystic Codes. I got a TV Mystic Code and a game console Mystic Code I put together with Magecraft. Naturally, they don't play digital games, but magical games. What? What the fuck? I threw it together one day when I was bored. I never thought I'd actually have a chance to show it off. So what kind of game is it? I really wanted full-on, like, 8-bit pixel graphics or something. Oh well. Basically, it's a board game where the purpose is to reach the goal. And of course you play as Artoria, the blue one. Come on. There. There are also 3 NPCs who act as your rivals and try to stop you from reaching the goal. The red Artoria face, the white Artoria, and Artoria in black. You compete and fight with your rivals, and the winner is whoever manages to live their best life. I call it the game of can you make it in life. But of course, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and a gameplay session is worth at least 10,000. Go on and try it for yourselves. No! That's how you lose 2 days! Oh, that was the fight. Okay. Blue Artoria. Yep, just her. At least they're giving us 10-10-10 MP3. So it's probably going to be... Yeah, the other three are going to be the three servants we're fighting against. Is it better to go with charge? Can I choose anything? No. Okay. Let's keep on Atlas here then for the invuln. Or not? What? How about we don't fuck with that? And do we have Dragon Reactor at this point? Yeah. There's also an MP Strength. Plus Brielle's gonna take a while. So do you have charge on Buster? I don't think so. Let's get rid of this one. Nope. This is gonna take a while. Same as before. And boop, boop, boop. Oh, you can roll other things. That was crit down on you, star gen down on us? Shit. I was actually relying on this turn for some star gen. Okay, so low, mid, high would be... Boop. Or as many stars as we can make, even though we're not making as many. Which we evidently mean almost any! Cool, great. I mean, good time for an AoE attack. Good time for Buster Up. Just in case, I don't know, Merlin lives somehow. MP3 probably not. And then the three rivals, I assume. Yep. Cool, great, thanks. Boop, boop. Try to get some charge out of it. Okay. Totally fine. 5 is... right. That should be enough for a kill. Come on. Yay. Game of Can You Make It in Life? I see, so this is what sort of game it is. I see what's going on now. This is essentially a ripoff of the game of... Whoa, whoa, stop right there. Yep, it's a game where you try to live a life. Try to live a life? That sounds kind of unsettling. And if you have to try to live, does that mean there are things preventing you to begin with? Sure are. There are. Yeah, take that sacred sword spaces. If you land on one, you end up drawing the sacred sword. So, what happens if you do that? You become the king, of course. And once you become the king, you can't live your own life anymore, which means it's game over. Come on. Not only are there sacred sword spaces all over the game board, but they look like the goal at first glance too, so you need to be really careful. And again, I guess you could arguably call them a goal in their own right. That's complete trash! What an actual dumpster fire of a game! Landing on the sacred sword space means your whole life is over! Can't you think of any other way to phrase that? Lady Avalon just collapsed. Well, at least they got to play a real Artoria game, so all is well done and well. Alright, let's move on. Yay. Okay. It's been about, or a little over than an hour at this point, so let's go ahead and take a bit of a pause so I can get up and stretch, make sure I got some water heating so that during the next break I can get some new tea and all that. And when we come back, we'll have this one to go through, which is just going to be a one node, and then we should be able to have, we should have enough these things to get something up to level 3, so we can then finally get back to the main story. But I'll be back in a few minutes. Bye. Okay, and I am back. So, boop. Back, everyone. Okay. Let's go do the, giant doujin of 108 Altorias. Oh, God. There's going to be so many voices here. And I can do 2 of them. Well, let's go. Okay. There we go. Master, do you remember my name? Zhuang Hu? Something like that? Sure do. Huyan Zhuo. There we go. You do. Oh, I'm so glad. I don't think I've ever been happier in my life. In fact, I'm so late I might keep driving this wave all the way to heaven. Oh, whoa, let's not do anything too hasty. I'm only joking, of course. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Huyan Zhuo. Also, your cool, cute, beautiful, stylish, noble, and exceedingly technically adept Huyan Zhuo. That's right, it's me, Master Huyan Zhuo. Now, please allow me, Huyan Zhuo, to recap everything that's transpired so far. It has been some time since the Dojin Club Yoroshiku Mount Liang was formed. They have become fairly proficient at putting out books and earned a solid fan base in the process. What is going on with Cream there? What is the title? I don't know enough kanji. Wait, that was an Ushi book. Truly, an age of spring is upon us. Or so we thought. What are we gonna do? Good question. That's right. At that moment, the Anti-ServFes Alliance Club Yoroshiku Mount Liang is suffering from severe writer's block. Okay, this is Yoroshiku Mount Liang's room, headquarters for one of the biggest clubs around, with 108 members. Over 100 members, you say? That sounds most promising. Yeah, how many of them are good? I expect they will be our greatest ally among the Anti-ServFes Alliance, then. You're probably right, but... Also, 108 they aren't all going to be servants, I guess, or at least, like, the full-blooded servants. I was thinking for a moment that's going to be like a third of everyone in Chaldea, but no, it's not going to be quite how that works. Big Sis Master? Something wrong? No, it's fine. Let's knock on the door. Hello? Is everyone here? Hi. If it isn't Master and Company. Leader? Yay, it's Leader! Are you here to hang out with us? Oh, I see you brought your friends, too. Welcome! Thank you, Eliza. It's good to see you're doing well. Hey. We just stopped by to make sure everything was okay. I'm sure you're probably still just working out the plot and drawing rough drafts, but is there anything we can do to help? If there's anything we can do to help, we're glad to do it. Ah, that's really nice to you. No wonder everyone's been saying you're such an awesome editor. As a matter of fact, there's something we could use your help with. Come on in. I'm gonna stop trying to going to falsetto for her. That's right. Yoshiko Miao Liang is in huge trouble. It's the greatest crisis we ever faced. It's not that bad. Oh, I guess it's not that bad. We're in a little trouble then. Little. Any good editor knows that artists tend to downplay their problems. So when you say little, you really mean big, right? What's going on exactly? It's our main editor. It's our main artist, Huyan Zhuo. She's, well, why would you put her as your main artist? She has zero self-confidence, and if you praise her, she melts into a puddle. There is a very fine line where she is legitimately the best you can hope for. But it's a fine line. How do I draw this? In a bit of a slump. A slump, huh? Ah! Master! You saw that? No, the embarrassment's gonna kill me! Calm down. You're not leaving us just yet. Eep. Wah. Ellie. There. So, yeah, as you can see, Ellie's been having to console Huyan Zhuo for like this pretty much every hour. I feel comforted already. What the heck? She's so pretty, but so pathetic. Yeah, that's the charm point. Welcome to Fail Girl. True, you don't usually see a grown woman crying on a child's shoulder. It's gonna be more common than usual in Chaldea. You gotta understand, she still only has the mental fortitude of a 5-year-old. Actually, maybe it's more like a 3-year-old. The point is, even though she's anything but dainty, she's still fragile as a cicada husk, so... We want to make a doujin to help the rebellion. We can't seem to make any progress. I see. I only see the 3 of you here. Where's the rest of the club? I wouldn't expect all 108 of you to be in this room all the time, but with so many members, I would have thought your HQ would be a little more crowded than this. That's because most of our other members are just ghost members. Ghosts? I mean, it would have been too sad to call ourselves Mount Liang with just so few of us, so... I got a bunch of people to sign up in name only. I get how you feel. Where do you go? Where do you go to make sure you have your own emotional support, Liz, whenever you go to a new singularity? We do have some members who are part of other clubs too, but even counting them, we still have fewer than 10 people altogether. Oh, there's an expression for this sort of thing, isn't there? Smoke and mirrors? You got us there. Okay, I feel calmer now. Yoshi. I can't help but notice you're still getting your head stroked. It helps me mentally relax. I don't know if I'd say you look relaxed so much as deflated, but I guess that's fine. So where exactly are you getting hung up? Well, based on the line, how do I draw this? I'm gonna guess the drawing part. Oh, right. Yoroshiku Mount Liang has never been focused on any one particular genre. We've mostly just drawn whatever we felt like drawing. Thanks to that, we were able to come up with some ideas for an Artoria genre doujin too, and we ultimately decided to go with a romantic comedy. I don't know anything about romance or comedy! Me neither, to be honest. Oh, Master, I didn't know you were here. I've been doing my best to help with the doujin, but I'm afraid I haven't been of much use. I know it's partly my fault for barreling ahead with a genre we're all unfamiliar with. Why did you do that? But still. I see. So where are you getting stuck? The story, the characters? Romantic comedies are all about the emotions in each scene. Even if the plot drags a bit, or your story structure is unconventional, you should be fine as long as the main characters end up smooching in the end. No, you need the journey to get to that smooching to be good. I mean, really, if it doesn't end that way, then it's not really a romantic comedy at all, is it? I mean, it could be. And done right, that kind of ending can provide just as much catharsis as the classic blow up the enemy base scene in a Hollywood action movie. I'm not sure it's that simple. Oh, really? Then how about we try it out and see for ourselves? Romance Master. That's no good. She's having a seizure. Talk about high maintenance. I see. Okay, I got a good handle on your artist's particular traits now. The more awkward someone is with love, the more they care about romantic comedies. Once they get past this block, I have a feeling they might just end up with a masterpiece. I guess the biggest thing we're stuck on is the characters. That's a pretty fucking big hang-up in a rom-com. Like, the characters, slash, like, their personalities is kind of the driving force. The heroine. What should we do with the heroine? In an action story, you need to focus on making the battles tense and exciting. In a thriller, you need to focus on the riddles and the mystery. Of course, the characters are important in those kinds of stories as well, but... yeah, if you just focus on those aspects, it'll end up as an entirely different genre. I mean, that's kind of okay, though. Like, you decided on a rom-com, but if you start drawing / plotting it out and it ends up going to a different genre, as long as it's still Artoria-based, you're good. But a romantic comedy is all about the heroine. Sure, let's keep it simple. If she isn't cute, the whole thing will fall apart. There are so many nuances I could go into here. Just go with it and move on. And I don't just mean outwardly. Cuteness of personality is just as important, if not more so. Basically, she has to be cute enough in all regards that the reader themselves falls for her. I thought it'd be easy, but the more I think about it, it's actually fiendishly difficult. That's partly because you're so fucking wrong. What matters is the character dynamic between... I'm gonna simplify it and say the two main leads. If it's multi-lead, like it's more of a polyamory type story, that's fine. That's also just more complicated. So, like, between the two between the two main leads is more what I'm talking about. Hey, if you make it gay, you're gonna get a different audience, but it's gonna be just as good. It is really tough. Can't think of a single idea. I think you might still be too young for this sort of thing, Eliza. Well, just wringing our hands isn't gonna get us anywhere. Do you have anything you can show me? We do have this very rough draft. This looks pretty good to me. Yay, thank you! But this is all we have so far. It just feels like it's missing something. Yeah, everything that isn't in that draft. Hey, I want to see it too! What do you think? Anything you like about it? From what we've got here, I think I have to go with her. The most beautiful girl in the class who's genuinely nice to everyone, excels at sports and athletics alike, and gets asked out more than anyone. Okay, their entire story is realizing that rom-coms is not just this. Got it. And she doesn't have to work hard behind the scenes to achieve her success either, since she's a natural. And then you have a beautiful, elegant, refined girl like that dating the unremarkable protagonist in a wonderfully wholesome fashion. That worked? I accidentally right-clicked. Hold on, let me try that again. I love it. It's exactly what you want from an Artoria genre story. Yeah, right-click works. Huh, noted. Wow. Her self-affirmation is off the charts. Oh, that's the version we discarded. Eh. Someone like that might be unstoppable in real life, but she would be a complete turnoff in a rom-com. I can say that for certain since I'm a complete turnoff myself. Yeah. Definitely speak from experience there. Now she's bumming herself out. Well, anyway, I agree that was the right call. I agree that was the right call, Go on, Joel. Joel, a story like that wouldn't have enough drama, nor does it really bring out your strengths. What kind of heroine does work well? You gonna describe yourself or Ilya? Huh? You wanna know what I think? Well... Come on. Click. What? Why? Why did right click work but left click didn't? Whatever. Maybe it could be an Artoria who adores the protagonist and goes about seducing her with pure sex appeal. Yeah, that's you. Seduce? Sex appeal? What do you think, Master? Imagine it. Holy shit, they're giving us a seed. If she has lines, I will say them. I am not just moaning into the mic for no reason. Hey! What's so funny? Maybe we can come back to that topic later. What do you think, young queen? Young king? A good heroine, Maybe a yandere type that kidnaps the protagonist so she can keep her all to herself? Y'all need to learn how to write for an audience, not just your own kinks. So you're going in that direction, huh? I'm not a big fan of yanderes that go too far, but a half-assed yandere tends to be pretty boring. It's all about striking the right balance. Let's table that idea for now, too. What about you, Huang Beihu? Any ideas? The only married man in the room. None, sorry. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Wait, what? You're not surprised he doesn't have ideas about how to strike the balance with a rom-com? He has 4 kids! They're part of his phantasm! Whatever. Well, some other classic heroine tropes that come to mind are old-fashioned charming tsundere and the unpredictable kudere. What? The unpredictable kudere. Kudere. The kind that is disinterested. They're the most predictable! Okay, no, if we're going off of tropes, then a lot of them get really predictable. But kudere I would not consider an unpredictable personality trait. I got it! What about a heroine like Lord Songjiang? Jiang, maybe. Lord Songjiang, huh? They were perfect as a leader, but as a heroine, I'm not so sure. And how does this tie into Artoria? Like, just kind of append that person's story into a rom-com and turn the character model into Artoria? Seems like a bit of a stretch for what they've been doing so far. Yeah, a heroine who's equally nice to everyone is also a heroine who doesn't give anyone special treatment, including the protagonist. Still, it's not every day Ellie comes up with ideas, so there may be something there if we explore it. Let's table that idea for now, too. Yay! I have an idea, if I may. I do too! So do I, apparently. Are we all just giving our fucking preferences? People, think about what audiences you're reading, what audience is going to read this book, and what your strengths are as a writer. / artist. I have no idea if this makes any difference, so let's just do this. cool. And again.
今の進行状況はこんな感じかな。いっぱい食べてエネルギー充填だ。今の進行状況はこんな感じかな。いっぱい食べてエネルギー充填だ。
Why does it go away so quickly?
南国歩いてるだ。情熱はパッション、理性はインテリ。あれを集めてきたのね。
Okay, so we can get this, and it's going to be 3 of 4 and 4 of 4 probably. And I can up... Oh, right, they give buffs. I forgot about that. So, quick up. Can I do it this way? No. Quick up, arts up, star gen, I think? Crit damage, buster up. So actually, upping Clothier was probably the best idea for me then. Well, I guess let's go through the next phase. Several days into Clothier's restart. Of all the clubs in the Alliance, Clothier is the most wholesome, most motivated, and the one with the most thought-out plan. We haven't checked in on them in a while. I wonder how they're doing now. Moriarty did seem very confident the last time we talked. Yeah, it almost made me feel like he was tempting fate a little. Anyway, only one way to find out. Knock knock! Yo, Crane! Get another thread refill for ya! Got another thread refill for ya! Here you are, Crane. I've completed the 3 embroidery pieces you requested. Très bien. You have both been so helpful. And here are the newly woven chambray, I forgot to say that, and satin pieces, along with the willow for dyeing if you need it. Is willow used for dyeing, or is that a different kind of willow than what I'm used to hearing? Like the wood type. Whoa! It's chaotic, but I can feel the passion from here. Hey, Abby! Where are the materials you need me to get again? Hang on, let me finish up this embroidery. Never mind me. I can handle this on my own. Go on and help Mordred. Yes, Lord Vlad. I'll leave it to you then. Wow. There's so much going on here, I hardly know where to look. Oh, hello everyone. I'd like to offer you some tea, but I'm afraid I have my hands completely full. How's it going? Well, it's going absolutely wonderfully. I've never felt so continuously inspired to create. Okay, Mordred, here's the next list of materials we need. Got it. Back in a flash. See you later, Mordred, our shining king of cosplayers. King cosplayers, eh? Hell yeah! Alright, time for me to get back to work too. Ah, yes, we can do this. After all, there's nothing we want to be doing more right now. Well, I can tell you're all very passionate about your respective roles, and you're very excited about this project. I don't see an actual book anywhere. Good point. All I can see are clothes. Aside from that... Moriarty? Senpai, Moriarty appears to be hanging on by thread! In what regard? And also, I assume that was an intentional pun. He's so burnt out, he's turned white. I mean, I think he's white to begin with, but okay. The schedule. Oh, he will be ruthlessly checking in soon. Must require contact. Consult. What? That's strange. My calculations are off. Moriarty, are you okay? Oh, it's you! I'm sorry, I think I lost consciousness there for a moment. How are the other... I see. They're all still hard at work. I don't understand. Where did I miscalculate? Everything should have been perfect. My schedule was supposed to be a thing of beauty. How could I have let this happen? Now I'm no better than the kind of idiot who claims there's a 99.9% certain of a win. Please calm down, Moriarty. Can you tell us what happened here? Well, I hate to admit it, but my schedule was a bust. Peltier's Dojin plans have ended in abject failure. You want to know what happened? Very well. I'll tell you how we became intoxicated with our own dreams, and how those very dreams ultimately led to our downfall. Sir, you are like 50% melodrama by mass. And flashback. I actually didn't think that was going to be the full node. So probably this one tells how it's a problem, because, like, they're too obsessed with making clothes. Then the third one is beating the shit out of them to get them back on track. Isn't this exciting, Happy Cat? I can't wait. You said it, Crane. I can't stop dreaming of all the possibilities. Man, it's been ages since I got an outfit tailored. Don't make me do anything too cutesy or frilly, got it? I only do that if it's something really special. Noted, you're not against it. Don't worry, we're well aware. I promise we'll make you shine in a whole new light with exactly the kind of clothes you ask us to make. Ah yes, that reminds me. We won't be making any outfits from scratch for this project. Really? I'm actually kind of surprised at that. Huh? We simply don't have enough time. Whatever new outfits you make, I'd like you to do so using your existing assets. You both already have an abundance of clothes to choose from in your respective wardrobes, do you not? Oh yes, very much so. Some of my customers prefer casual plata outfits rather than custom-made ones, after all. Zero idea what that is. Yeah, whenever me and Crane have a spare moment, we usually use that time to make new outfits, so we have tons now. Excellent. And we'll sift through those outfits to find ones that will be a good match for Mordred and adjust them as necessary. That should help us save a great deal of time compared to making brand new clothes. I don't think that would work. Like, I don't know a lot about tailoring or anything, but those clothes are going to be initially designed for, realistically, either Crane, Habitrot, or some random model or standard that they would use for default. Mordred is going to be a specific cut that those clothes would not be designed for, so they would need to re-tailor all those clothes, and some tailoring is going to be totally fine and simple, but there's going to be some more complicated stuff with just, like, for example, taking in the bust, because whatever Crane's default is probably not going to be as flat as Mordred. Nothing against Mordred, that's just likely how that would line up. And I don't know if that's something where it's just like a super easy 5-minute job, or if it's a much more involved, gotta redo half the outfit for it. I would assume that each individual tailor would be a pretty simple affair, but that collectively for a full outfit, it would really add up. Probably still economical to go from an existing outfit, but not by nearly as much as you might think. That is my expectation. Which is good, as our time is limited, given we must also take and edit photos, assemble them into a book, and then print in sufficient quantities. I see. That does make sense. Alright, we'll do that. In that case, You better go fetch those wardrobes from Chaldea. We got a whole bunch after all. Wait, what? From Chaldea? I know they can come and go as they please, but also this place is on like what was like a 5x time delay or something, or time dilation. So if you're in Chaldea for an hour, then you've lost half a day. Then you'll need help. Allow me to assist. You sure? Thanks, Your Highness. Honestly, I wasn't sure how I was going to carry them here all by myself. There's going to be a bunch of hard labor involved to help too. That'll be a good workout. That's the last one. Man, I didn't think carrying clothes would be a big deal, but they're pretty heavy when you have enough of them. You guys made all these yourselves? Yep, sure did. How did you get the cloth? Okay, you know what? Fucking fair enough, game. I'd spin thread out of Miss Crane's feathers, that you can apparently do, then she'd weave that thread into a cloth and turn it into clothes. That seems like you would have one thread count on your clothes, and that would all just be one material. But if you can get to the point that you have like a sheet of fabric, then I'm willing to assume that Magecraft could turn it into other materials. So that would explain how you had like satin and stuff in a previous conversation. And after keeping that up for a while, we ended up with a small mountain of them. How many feathers does Crane have? God damn. Nice! Alright, I'm gonna wear the shit out of these outfits. Okay, let's get this fitting session started. Never worn so many different outfits in one day before. I guess this cosplay stuff ain't all bad. Good. Things are turning out just as I thought they would. Come on, keep them coming. I'll rock whatever you throw at me. Just don't give me anything very fluffy or dainty. I gotta look badass first and foremost. Hey, Crane, don't you think Mordred's... Oh, yes, Happycat. Mordred is just... Picture perfect! Such gallant ferocity, such youthful menace, your every move, your every gesture throws my heart into utter turmoil! You are my inspiration, my star, your light is simply dazzling! Mon amour. Whatever. No matter how far I delve, my reverence for you only deepens. Eternity, the point where the sun melts into the sea, you know what I mean, don't you? I'm a math major, so no, I can't say that I do. I don't know what you're talking about either, but I can tell I feel the same way. You're a great model, Mordred. Oh yeah, keep it coming! Never gonna say no to compliments. Well, Mordred, are you glad you took me up on my invitation now? Yeah, this is fun! Although it is a little... What's wrong? I guess it just feels kinda... anticlimactic? Like, I don't really feel like I'm fighting anyone this way. I see. So you wish to feel like you're fighting. What's up, Lord Vlad? Mordred's statement just now gave me an idea. Give me a moment, I'll be back soon. Well, I guess that's okay. Right now we're still just trying on outfits. I'm sure this will feel real to you soon enough. Happycat, I've been hit with inspiration again. You too? I know what you mean. There's just something motivating about this. What are you two talking about? Have you seen how brightly Mordred shines with ready-to-wear outfits? So then, if we were to tailor new outfits for her, just think how wonderful that would be. Whoa, let's not do anything hasty. Please, listen to me. We have no time to spare. I mean it. None whatsoever. I'll even say it in French. No time to spare. Oh, wait, that was still English, wasn't it? Seems like this throwing me for more of a loop than I realized. Oh, so we can't make new outfits? I understand how you feel. I think it's wonderful how you have so much desire to create. And if we fail, it will all be for naught. Dude, just tell them they can make as many outfits as they want after the singularity is over. Just pull Mordred into their room or whatever. Right now, we need to focus on choosing the outfits we're going to photograph and reworking them as necessary. Oh, yes, you're right. This is no time for a tailor to be dithering, is it? I understand. I'm back. Now, take a look at this embroidery. It's a lion. What gorgeous stitching! What brilliant use of color! This is a lion rampant. Wow, those threads are actually trembling with joy. Did you make this yourself, Lord Vlad? Only to pass the time. Fortunately, there's no end of needle and thread to be found in this environment. Whoa, that's awesome! I can't believe you drew all this with just thread. This is some good shit! You like it, Mordred? Then take it. It's yours. You sure? Mordred, young lion of treachery. You were the model for this very creature. It was your youthful soul that inspired me to create it. Damn. Seriously? Well, okay then. Woo! Hang on. What are you all talking about? Cloth-weaving crane. Yes? The red-spinning fairy. Yeah? I wish to support your creative desires. Why not follow our passion where it leads, even should it take us right to the edge of the precipice? You mean... I, too, am in favor of creating new outfits for Mordred. Alright! Hold it right there! You do understand the time constraint we're under, yes? I do. And you still want to do this? Are you mad? Yes. What of it? Oh, fuck, he's a berserker, I forgot. Wait. Yeah, this one's the berserker, yeah? Oh, right, you are mad, aren't you? Ah, now it's starting to feel like a fight! Can't wait to see what kind of treacherous outfit to come up with. Gladly. No! Stop! We don't have time for this! I'm sorry, Moriarty. I truly am. But now that we've been giving a request, we have to fulfill it. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Oh, I can feel the design ideas coming to me. Well, no going back now. We're just gonna have to see this through. Sorry, Moriarty. Don't bother apologizing if you're just going to do it anyway. My plan, my schedule, it's all going awry. Man, he got it pretty rough, huh? And whose fault is that? Figured there'd be a fight at the end. Okay, probably this and then a little break so I can make new tea. And there you have it. I did my best to keep up as long as I could, but I could only go so far. Actually, you know what? Instead of new tea, I think I might make this like a bifurcated stream day or something. So, like, we'll go to the end of this, which is going to be around the 2-hour mark. Then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to schedule another stream for, like, 3 or 4 hours from now. Because I'm just now realizing I am getting quite hungry, and I got 1 or 2 other things I should probably take care of, in addition to, you know, getting new tea. So I could do as little as, like, half an hour, probably, and just, like, slam back some easy-made food or something. Realistically, though, I should probably give a little bit of time and space that I can go take care of some other work first. So, nearing the end of the stream now, but I'll also be back later tonight, I think. And there you have it. I did my best to keep up as long as I could, but I could only go so far. At some point, I completely ran out of steam and was reduced to a decorative object taking up space in the corner until you all showed up. It does sound like you've been through a lot. Yes, well, while that's certainly true, I don't begrudge anyone else in the club for the state of affairs. I should have accounted for the difficulties of managing temperamental artists in my original calculations. Yes, actually, you should have. Like, it was very obvious that Crane and Habitrot were going to want to just go off and kind of make their own stuff at some point. They are, in essence, chaos personified. But there's a factor I failed to account for in my planning. I mean, if you want chaos personified, let's go get BB. I can picture Poinhua, whatever the fuck, laughing at this, alongside that accursed old man. Ah, just the thought of it ticks me off to no end. You know, when you get right down to it, maybe it was never possible to calculate this sort of thing to begin with. For that matter, maybe mathematics itself is completely unnecessary in this world. Yikes, he really has been through the ringer. I can see everyone is still making clothes at breakneck speed, but yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to finish on time. Yes, that's going to be difficult. Right now they're working hard without a clear goal in sight. Mordred ended up completely entrancing our two seamstresses without meaning to. There's apparently something about their distinctive form of charisma that enables, perhaps, the desire to cheer such a person on. But as a result, Miss Crane and Habitrot have completely lost themselves to their tailoring efforts. Yup, I knew it was a bad idea to tempt fate by saying something like my calculations are perfect. Oh, stop it! Anyway, I'm still surprised Vlad went along with this, too. Yet another factor I utterly failed to account for. Yeah, you failed to account for the fact that Uncle Vlad's a fucking bro. You know, his entire characterization for the past 8 years. Perhaps he has some connection to Mordred I was unaware of. Oh yeah, they're both Apocrypha servants. I forgot about that. Come to think of it, I remember now that he had a younger brother when he was still alive. Radu III, yes, they grew up together as children, but went on to wage war against each other as adults. Well, I suppose there's no point mulling over why a berserker does anything. It's not like there's any way to stop them. So we won't be able to stop them easily, then. Can't say they didn't bring it on themselves, but it still seems like a waste to come this far and not have a book to show for it. Plan! Good idea. We still have time before ServFes is supposed to begin. How can we help them course correct from here, Moriarty? Course correct. Well, I doubt they'd listen at this point. I doubt they'd listen to anything an outsider has to say at this point. The only one who would have a hope of being through to them is Mordred. Mo? Yes, currently Miss Crane and Habitrot are so focused on the night, they would surely tie themselves into knots if it would please them. In which case, they would likely go in whatever direction Mordred specified. Of course, I have no idea what direction that might be at this point. I wonder if there's a good idea we just haven't thought of yet. Thinking about what they're into? Well, I'd say Habitrot is definitely into bridal gowns. Vlad is into embroidery, and Miss Crane's a die-hard idol stan. I'd go with idol otaku, but whatever. From that perspective, Mordred seems like the only one who doesn't fit in. Bridal gowns and embroidery both boil down to an appreciation for beautiful clothes, right? And outfits are a big part of idol culture, so the connection there is obvious. Now, who is the idol of the round table? Senpai, did you just think of something? I might just know an expert. Hey there! I'm the expert! Merlin! Proper human history, Merlin! That's right. Master here all but begged me to help. Well, I was a little hesitant to come all the way to an island resort just to wax eloquent on idols. I can't say no to my hard-working master. Why did we not bring on Lady Avalon? She was previously already... I guess they wanted to show off the summer outfit again. So here I am, Mr. Tropical, ready to offer advice. It sounds like this latest impossible challenge involves making Mordred into an idol. Right. If it works, they should be able to finish their doujin on time. I don't suppose you have any ideas? Well, if I were in your shoes... Me? An idol? No friggin' way! Oh, you're no fun. You want me to wear a frilly dress and slap a fake smile on my face? You out of my mind? Are you out of your mind? I could throw in a flower crown too if that would help. I mean, if it like hypnotizes her, then maybe. I got a better idea. I want to make a crown out of your hair by ripping it from your scalp instead. No means no, ass face. What are you thinking, mage? You can't dress up our young lion like some sort of tame kitten. Wow, he seems really fired up about this. I think we may be working off different definitions of idol here. You don't have to dance around with a fake smile to be one. Isn't that right, Miss Crane? Yes, of course. One of the great things about idols is how varied they are. Oh, Jesus Christ. Time for idol talk! My pleasure. The concept of idols becomes the great... Emphasis on brief, please. Oh! Right. Okay, I'll do my best. Mordred, you and I are both servants, yes? Yeah? Then would you say you and I are similar? Hell no, we're practically a different species. There you go. Just like servants, idols are nothing more than a category, and a wide-spanning one at that. Indeed, there are countless ways to be an idol. Some do wear cute outfits and smile all the time, yes, but others are dark and gothic and full of melancholy. I mean, gothic also has a high, what is the word I'm looking for? High likelihood, but that's not the one I wanted to use, of having frilly dresses because of the gothic Lolita style. I want to say like reciprocity or something, but that's not quite what I'm going for. Just as every saber wields a different sword. Are you sure you want to go there? Or no two casters chant the same spells. There are as many ways to be an idol as there are idols themselves. Show me 100 idols and I'll show you 100 of the brightest stars in the sky. To be an idol is to be an invincible, unstoppable force of nature. Okay, I got it. Now back the hell off, would ya? Be that as it may, even if Mordred were to agree, I still fail to see what we would hope to gain by making them into an idol now. Moriarty? Good grief. Fine, I'll explain this part. Making Mordred an idol will give our book the conceptual direction it's currently missing. Back when the plan was to make the book about you, Vlad, our concept was to show you wearing suits, yes? Right now, the three of you are making outfits based solely on whatever whims happen to cross your minds. But if Mordred were to become an idol, with the specific traits that entails, that would instantly narrow down what sorts of outfits you'd need for the book, no? I see. Yes, that's very true. Once a stage persona is chosen, clothing would practically design itself. Of course they would. I came up with the idea, and I've been producing idols since before the internet was even a thing. Come on. What? The book will get done on time as long as I give being an idol a shot? At the very least, the odds wouldn't be zero. Alright, let's say I do this. Still got no friggin' clue what kind of idol I'd be. You got any ideas there, Moriarty? I may not know much about idols, but I do have a fairly good grasp on who you are. You are a hopelessly defiant rebel, a misfit who refuses to be confined to any one box. That is your nature. Hey, picking a fight with me now. So you're picking a fight with me now? Fine, bring it. I'll take you on with my sword or my fist, your choice. I was just telling it like it is. Your reaction right there proves my point. If you were to become an idol, this would be your persona. I don't know. Even Fly's an idol? Yeah, counterculture, kind of punk-esque idols are an entire genre of themselves, so sure. I don't know, but I do know that pretending to be someone you're not won't get us anywhere. You can do this. Idols are all about inspiring people to dream. You can be an out-of-control problem child and still do that. Miss Crane said it herself, right? As long as you shine bright, then you're an idol, no matter what kind of person you are. Just look at your fellow club members. They're already entranced with you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, very much so. There you have it, straight from the expert's mouth. You can indeed be an idol while staying true to yourself. And that means your outfits can be fully in line with your own tastes. Now, what sort of outfits do you want to wear, Mordred? Full armor! My impression would be for clothes that are easy to move around in during personal time. Where's the fun in wearing ordinary clothes? You've got to wear something that'll inspire the fans! For example, a long dress that flaps around in big, billowing waves. You nuts! Get the hell out of here with that bullshit! There's no fucking way I'm wearing a skirt! And what if you wore spats or the like underneath? Oh? I like the way you think, Merlin. Why the fuck did spats make a difference? Sounds like a promising suggestion for Mordred's new style! Hey, Crane. You, make an idol outfit that looks like, you know, an ass instead of cute? Absolutely! Oh, I can see it now, your valiant figure adorned in an elegant, beautiful outfit. It's good. Je vois! I have an idea for how to present your charm in idol form! I see. Alright, let's give this a shot! And it's decided. Not based on there being a fight at the end of this, it isn't. Our book will be a photo collection of Mordred as a fictional idol, to capture both their unique beauty and inherent nobility. What do you think, Count Vlad? I have no objections. Indeed, I'd like to see this book myself. And most importantly, it has Miss Crane and Habertrot excited and raring to go to get to work. Oh yes, definitely! That's a relief. Alright, I'll leave it to you then and be on my way. Good luck. Hell, you think you're going? You started this, you damn well better stick around to the end. This book won't get finished without you, Moriarty. I suppose you have a point. I may very well have trouble falling asleep if I were to abandon the project halfway through. Alright, fine. Now that we have a clear direction, I may as well stick around to the end. If you're going to put yourselves through hell, I'll be there to accompany you. Thank you so much. Miss Crane, I'm trusting you to come up with Mordred's idol backstory. Once you do, I'll use it as my basis for the captions I'll write for each photo. Understood! I'll put together the very best story I can. Head on, Vital! I've actually got to go to the hotel out west soon, but I'll stick around a little longer until the book's done. Thanks for doing the same, Moriarty. Very well, but I'm warning you now. This will be my one and only Dojan excursion. Sir, I think I could go look up a couple of number codes to prove you otherwise. Having said that, I'll make sure to do my job perfectly, or my name isn't James Moriarty. Alright, here's where the real battle begins. Let's go, everyone! Not Vlad, not Moriarty, not Mordred, not Happy Cat, not Crane. Just trash mobs, I guess? Let's see, we want a caster for this, and it's all gonna be that. Okay. Yeah. Just in case. No. Any of you charge donators? Oh, Habby is. That's arts, though. Moriarty. You. For you. So I can put you over here. You. Filter. 5. Level. Bond. Down to the bottom. Sure. You. Event bonus. At the top. Realistically, it's not going to matter. Oh, right, we're only doing a single Samamo. Or single Koyanskaya, blah blah blah. So actually, yes, let's put you on cranking. Or first day of filming. Sure. Atlas, that way we can get the cooldown. Oop. Oop. You don't give to others, do you? Okay. Boop. Yeah, we're not gonna get the third loop, are we? We got 2 Ash cards though, so actually, I think we can make this work. Rainbow for part of yourself. Self. Could be helpful. Let's do Astar on you because you have the lower health one. Try that. Yep, I think we got it. The book is not enough. Oh, fuck you. There. Net increase in my Phantasm gauge. No, I think Memory of Londinium was like 2 waves ago. Okay, as I said, I am going to go ahead and take a break now, get some food, etc., etc. Looks like it's literally going to be just this one level. It's up to level 4 for that, I think. Yep. Okay. So, in order to stop me from getting to max AP, I'll probably run the 30 AP node like 2 times or something. That will also probably make it so that we're going to have enough of these to level this up again, I would think. And I think level 5 might be the next break point, just going off of vibes. And I will intend, at least, to be back in a couple of hours to continue the main story. Because I would like to actually get into this event and start doing things. For now, though, that will be it for now. I'm going to go get some food and such. Bye. Yeah. Give me a moment. Press the button too early. Thank you all very much for joining me. If this stream has ruined your life, then go ahead and do all that YouTube stuff 3 million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and I will see you later tonight, hopefully. Bye!